candles have guttered, the pools on the wood. I'm standing in places where we once stood, when the light was a lion, when the heat was a flood, and the gold of the fire ran thick in our blood. Now the shadows are tall and the corners are cold, and I'm clutching the story that's already told. The air is heavy with the scent of the wick, and the silence is settling heavy and thick. I'm leaning in close to the last of the heat, watching the darkness and light start to meet. It's a fragile surrender, a beautiful end to the lover I lost and the ghost of a friend. And I'm watching the pulse of a dying flame as it shivers and stutters at the sound of your name. It's a low orange heartbeat in a valley of gray, fighting for breath at the end of the day. It's the final I love you, it's the last of the glow before the embers decide it is time to let go. One more flicker, one more spark in the rain to illuminate all of this romantic pain. The pulse of a dying flame. The smoke is a ribbon that's chasing your ghost out through the window to the things I love most. I'm trying to fan it, I'm trying to breathe, but the more that I want you, the more that you leave. We used to be wildfire, we used to be bright, we used to be stars in the middle of night. Now I'm just a sentry, guard of the ash, watching the future turn into a flash. Is it better to burn out or wait for the frost, to count up the gains or to mourn what we lost? I'm holding my hands over the darkening blue, trying to steal back a minute of you. But the wood is all spent and the hearth is gone black, and there isn't a prayer that can whistle you back. And I'm watching the pulse of a dying flame as it shivers and stutters at the sound of your name. It's a low orange heartbeat in a valley of gray, fighting for breath at the end of the day. It's the final I love you, it's the last of the glow before the embers decide it is time to let go. One more flicker, one more spark in the rain to illuminate all of this romantic pain. The pulse of a dying flame, dimming, dying into the dark where the memories are lying. One last throb of the light on the wall, then the blackness, the quiet, the end of it all. pulse is gone. Then the pulse is gone. Build this house on the way you looked at me, in a kitchen full of sunlight and a world we couldn't see. I laid the stones of always and the beams of evermore. I never thought to look beneath the polish of the floor, but there's a draft coming in where the warmth used to reside, and a quiet kind of shifting in the architecture of my pride. I'm looking at the ceiling, watching for the first decline of the sanctuary I thought was yours and mine. The walls aren't breathing like they used to do. They're just holding up the absence of the ghost of you. And I can hear the settling of grown within the wood, the sound of it's over where I love you once stood. There's a fracture in the foundation, a spider web of doubt, tracing all the exits that you finally pointed out. The center of a temple turned to dust, watching the iron of our forever turn to rust. It doesn't matter how I paint it or how I lock the door, the ground isn't solid beneath me anymore. It's a slow motion collapse, a beautiful devastation starting from the fracture. Foundation. Photographs are tilted on the mantle in the hall as the gravity of lonely starts to pull against the wall. I try to patch the plaster, try to hide the jagged line, but the earth is moving under every memory that's mine. We were a landmark, we were built to stand the rain, but the water found the hollows and the ice found the pain. Now the windows are rattling with a secret they can't keep, that the roots of our garden were never planted deep. You can't fix the base when the mountain starts to slide. You can't stay dry when the ocean's coming inside. I'm watching the corners lose their perfect 90-degree, watching the structure of us become the ruins of me. Let the roof cave in, let the rafters finally snap. I'm just a tired surveyor of a disappearing map. Fracture in the foundation, spider web of doubt, tracing all the exits that you finally pointed out. I'm standing in the center of a temple turned to dust, watching the iron of our forever turn to rust. It doesn't matter how I paint it or how I lock the door, the ground isn't solid beneath me anymore. It's a slow motion collapse, beautiful devastation starting from the fracture in the foundation. Hear the snap, watch the lean. Biggest breaks are the ones that go unseen. The sheets feel like sandpaper against my skin. Since you took the warmth and you let the cold in, I'm sitting in the kitchen where the air is too still, tracing the ghost of your hand on the windowsill. I used to be numb, I used to be stoned, but now I'm alive wire standing alone. The scent of your citrus, the sound of your key, every memory is a spark that's catching on me. I'm hyper aware of the space in the bed, of the don't leave me loops playing back in my head. My pulse is a siren, my blood is a flood. I'm tracing the outlines of you in my blood. And oh, it's like my nerve endings are on fire, strung out and burning on a high tension wire. Every touch of the wind is a sting of regret, a beautiful fever that hasn't broke yet. I'm raw as a wound, I'm bright as a flare, searching for you in the thin empty air. It's a romantic torture, a desperate desire with all of my nerve endings set on fire. Set on fire. I can't wear your sweater, it's too much to bear. It's like 1,000 needles are hidden in there. The music we loved is a jagged edge blade, cutting through every little progress I've made. I'm a map of the places you used to kiss. I'm a library of everything I'm going to miss. You stripped back the armor, you peeled back the soul, and left me a fire that I can't control. They tell me the time is a cooling rain, that eventually I'll stop feeling the grain. But right now the static is screaming my name, and I'm just a moth looking for the flame. Break me or burn me, just don't leave me cold in this new kind of lonely that's taking a hold, yeah. It's like my nerve endings are on fire, strung out and burning on a high tension wire. Every touch of the wind is a sting of regret, a beautiful fever that hasn't broke yet. I'm raw as a wound, I'm bright as a flare, searching for you in the thin empty air. It's a romantic torture, a desperate desire with all of my nerve endings. Everything's bright, I'm a ghost light glowing in the middle of the night. Don't touch me, I'm fragile and red, I'm burning alive in the wake of what you said. Nerve endings on fire. The mailbox is full of letters for a person I don't know. I'm watching the dust on the picture frames grow. I hear it in the hallway, I hear it in the street, a collection of syllables, bitter and sweet. But when I say it to the mirror, it doesn't ring true. It sounds like a vessel that used to hold you. Now it's just an echo in an empty hall, a shadow of a person leaning against the wall. Because you were the one who gave it it a home, you made it a kingdom, you made it a throne. Now without your voice to give it a spark, it's just a cold stone sitting here in the dark. And oh, I'm tired of my own name. It's a song with no music, a spark with no flame. It's been spoken by strangers, it's been typed on a page, but it feels like the bars of a lonely gold cage. Every time someone calls me, I look for your face, but I'm just a ghost taking up too much space. It's a heavy reminder of all that we became, and I'm so tired of hearing my own name. My own name. I'm crossing it out on the top of the path. The only identity I ever had was being the one who belonged by your side, the port in your storm, the turn of your tide. Now it's 5 little letters that don't mean a thing, a bell with no clapper, a bird with no wing. I traded for silence, I traded for peace, to find from this self a final release. Maybe if I changed it, I could start again, find a new version of who I was then. But your fingerprints are all over the vows, it's wrapped in your shirts and it's dried on your towels. I can't scrub you out of the way that it sounds. It's the leash and the collar, it's the cage and the bounds. But it feels like the bars of a lonely gold cage. Every time someone calls me, I look for your face, but I'm just a ghost taking up too much space. It's a heavy reminder of all that we became, and I'm so tired of hearing my own name. Say it, don't call me, just let the quiet come in and enthrall me. I'm letting it go, I'm fading to gray. I'm letting the person you love wash away. I'm a house with the windows all boarded and dark, waiting for a fire that's run out of spark. The rooms are all empty, the carpet is bare, but I still feel the weight of you everywhere. I walk through the kitchen and gravity pulls at the space in my chest where the silence is full. I'm a bell that's been cracked, I'm a well that's run dry, looking They say that nothing shouldn't feel this way, like a mountain of lead at the end of the day. But the less of me left, the more that I find the anchor of us is still dragging behind. And I'm hollowed out and heavy, a strange kind of ghost, drowning in the thing that I'm missing the most. I'm a shell of a man with a heart made of stone, carrying the mass of being alone. How can a vacuum feel like a flood? How can a shadow get into the blood? I'm a vessel of air, but I'm ready to sink, hollowed out and heavy, right at the brink. The morning is cold and the coffee is black. I'm bracing for the parts of me that won't come back. I used to be light when I lived in your light, but the darkness is dense in the middle of night. There's a hole in my center where you used to be. It's wider and deeper than the deepest blue sea, and it's pulling the air from the lungs in my chest until there is nothing but iron at rest. If I'm empty inside, then why can't I fly? Why am I tethered to a low, muffled cry? I'm a paradox, baby, a beautiful wreck with the weight of your absence like a chain round my neck. I'm an echo of solid, a phantom of steel breaking under the pressure of what I don't feel. Check the mirror for a trace of the storm, for a mark on my shoulder where your touch was warm. But the skin is as smooth as a polished down stone. Not a sign of the wreckage, not a break in the bone. I'm walking through crowds and I'm catching my breath in a silence that feels like a beautiful death. They see a smile and they see a face. They don't see the shadow that's taking your place. I'm a map of a city that's been burned to the ground, but the steeples are standing and the bells make no sound. You didn't leave scars that the world could decry. You just left a purple that lives in my eye. They're just bruises you can't see, blooming in blue, deep in the places that belong to you. They don't change the color of the surface at all, but I feel the sting every time that I fall. It's a romantic trauma, a hidden away ache, a delicate blossom of a heart slow break. I'm black and I'm blue on the inside of me, from the beautiful bruises that no one can see. The tea is still steaming, the candles still burn. I'm waiting for lessons I've yet to learn. When I reach for a glass, I can feel a sharp pull in the ghost of a heart that used to be full. It's the way that you laugh, it's the way that you left, the quiet, sophisticated art of the theft. No blood on the floor, no glass in the hall, just a heavy dark pressure against the wall. If I bled, they would bring me a bandage and wine, but how do you heal a ghost-ridden spine? I'm tender to the touch of a memory's wing. I'm wincing at songs that we used to sing. It's an internal indigo, a violet grief, the permanent mark of a love far too brief to heal. They're just bruises you can't see, blooming in blue, deep in the places that belong to you. They don't change the color of the surface at all, but I feel the sting every time that I fall. It's a romantic trauma, a hidden away ache, a delicate blossom of a heart slow break. I'm black and I'm blue on the inside of me, from the beautiful bruises that no one can see. Press your hand to my chest. Do you feel the dark glow, the deep-seated rhythm of the I told you so? Invisible link on an invisible soul. I'm perfect on the outside, but I'm no longer whole. Bruises you can't see, just bruises. I'm sitting in the chair where sunlight used to land, with a ghost of a ring mark on the skin of my hand. The walls are the same, the color hasn't changed, Every room feels like it's been rearranged. I'm a stranger in the hallway, a guest in the room, watching the lilies of our love start to bloom. I haven't left the city, I haven't left the floor, but I don't live in this life, not anymore. The passport is sitting in the back of the drawer, but I've crossed a border I can't even explore. I'm miles away while I'm standing right here, drowning in the salt of a stationary tear. And I'm living in the internal exile of you, in a country of shadows where the sky is always blue. The kind of blue that bruises, the kind of blue that stays, the permanent winter of our once upon a days. I've been sent to the borders of my own heavy heart, in a beautiful prison that's tearing me apart. No walls and no fences, just the weight of your style in this lonely, romantic, internal exile. The radio is playing a frequency of white. I'm tracing your silhouette against the inside of my eye. I speak the language of us, but nobody speaks it back. I'm a train that's been derailed on a silver line track. I try to find the exit, try to find the door, but the map of my spirit doesn't lead to the shore. I'm a refugee of we, a survivor of them, waiting for a light that won't flicker again. There's no need for bars when the memory is strong. There's no need for chains when you simply don't belong. I'm banished from the warmth, I'm cast out from the glow, to the silent white tundra where the I misuse grow. It's a quiet execution of the man I used to be, in the name of a love that didn't want to set me free. Population one in the cold setting sun. I'm a castaway in my own skin. Let the silence begin. Internal exile, just an internal exile. walking on tiptoe across the bedroom floor, afraid of the vibration of the slamming of a door. The air in here is brittle, the light is sharp and cold, and I'm clutching at a story that's too heavy to behold. I used to feel like iron, I used to feel like oak, before the weight of never was the only word you spoke. Now I'm translucent, a ghost in a frame, shaking like a willow at the mention of your name. One sharp word and I'll shatter into dust. One cold look and I'll crumble into rust. I'm held together by the memory of a sigh underneath the ceiling of this porcelain white sky. And I'm fragile as spun glass, catching the light in the lonely, quiet middle of a 2020 seats night. 1,000 jagged pieces waiting for a fall. If I lose my balance, I'll lose it all. It's a beautiful danger, a crystalline ache, knowing I'm a masterpiece that's destined to break. Hold your breath, baby, let the moment pass. I'm fragile, fragile as spun glass. You can see right through me, to the hollow in my chest, to the rhythm of a heart that can't find a place to rest. I'm a delicate sculpture of a love that didn't last, reflecting all the shadows of a technicolor past. If you touch me too roughly, I'll splinter in your hand and leave 1,000,000 diamonds in the desert of this land. So handle me with mercy, or don't touch me at all. I'm a leaning tower, I'm a winter thin wall. They say that he can melt the sand into something clear and fine, but they didn't mention the pressure on this soul of mine. I was forged in the fever, I was shaped in the glow, but I'm cooled into a weakness that only I know. One tap on the surface, one shiver of the soul, and I'll never be a person who is solid or is whole. And I'm fragile as spun glass, catching the light in the lonely, quiet middle of a 2020 since night. 1,000 jagged pieces waiting for a fall. If I lose my balance, I'll lose it all. It's a beautiful danger, crystalline ache, knowing I'm a masterpiece that's destined to break. Hold your breath, baby, let the moment pass. I'm fragile, fragile. Crack in the air, and I'm shivering, transparent and thin. Let the light come in until I break, until I break, until I break. The sun has made a circle on the rug beside the bed. I've memorized every single word that you never said. The kettle's been whistling till it ran itself dry, but I can't find the rhythm to stand up and try. The shadows are long and they're reaching for me, like vines in a forest that I'll never flee. I know that the door is unlocked and it's wide, but the heavy is living and growing inside. My mind is a riot, scream in the dark, but my body is led without even a spark. I'm a statue of state, I'm a monument to wait, frozen in the wreckage of a love turned late. And it's a paralysis of the will, a lock on the soul, watching the pieces of me lose control. I wanna reach out, I wanna move on, but the strength in my sinews is already gone. It's a romantic stasis, a beautiful trap, falling forever into the gap between the I need you and the standing still in this cold paralysis of the will. Dust is a blanket, the silence is a shroud. I'm shouting your name, but it isn't out loud. I'm a clock that's been wound just a little too tight, fixed in the amber of a 22 since night. I see the world moving through the glass of the pain, but I'm a passenger here on a ghost-ridden train. I should wash the windows, I should clear the floor, but I can't remember what I'm fighting for. One foot in front of the other, they say, but the other is miles and miles away. I'm a captive of maybe, a prisoner of them, waiting for a feeling to find me again. But the anchor is buried, the chain is so short, and I'm just a ship that's forgotten its port. It's a paralysis of the will, a lock on the soul, watching the pieces of me lose control. I wanna reach out, I wanna move on, but the strength in my sinews is already gone. It's a romantic stasis, a beautiful trap, falling forever into the gap between the I need you and the standing still in this cold paralysis of the will. I'm still here in the same chair, with the same ghost and the same thin air. I can't move, I won't move. I'm the stone you left I'm lighting candles in a room full of ghosts, to the version of me that I miss the most. The radio is static, but I hear your voice in the white noise of every regrettable choice. I'm folding your shirts like they're holy relics. The colors are fading, the pain is psychedelic. I've stopped checking the clock or the day of the week. I'm losing the language I used to speak. The walls are leaning in for a final confession to the God of my grief and this holy obsession. I'm kneeling on the floor where we used to dance, giving up the ghost of one last chance. These are the last rites for my sanity, baby. I'm letting go of the if and the maybe. I'm whispering a prayer to the space where you lay, watching the light in my own head fade. It's a beautiful breakdown, a romantic goodbye to the logic of living and the how and the why. Burn the maps and the memories, set the mind free, performing the last rites for the rest of me. Windows are open to the 2022's rain, washing the ink of your name from my brain. I'm talking to shadows and laughing at walls, listening for your footsteps in the empty halls. They say I've gone quiet, they say I've gone thin, see the ocean that's rushing within. I'm an altar of used to be, a temple of dawn, singing a requiem from dusk until dawn. Bless me, Father, for I've loved too much. I've turned into a phantom for the want of a touch. I'm shedding the reason, I'm shedding the weight of trying to make sense of this cruel kind of fate. Let the darkness be velvet, let the madness be kind, as I leave the wreckage of my logics behind. Dust to the floor. I don't wanna be rational anymore. Close my eyes, dim the light. I'm slipping away in the